Kwa majina anaitwa Haddad Faisal Almas, member of National Assembly candidate Kilifi South, Underford, Kenya. The recently concluded general election in Kenya have once again confirmed that a fair and credible democratic process is still a myth in our great nation. In the Kilifi South constituency, the voters' turnout was great. Voters turned out in large numbers from as early as 5 a.m. on the election day. Voting streams were full in Mtepeni and Shimolatewa ward, which are my strongholds. Voters were turned away because the KIMS verification system indicated that their votes were to be casted in other regions. How can a voter be registered in Kilifi County, yet the system showed him that he was to cast his vote in Wajir? This made the use of manual register impossible. According to an analysis done by our technical team, the migration of voters via an algorithmic sequence to identify and migrate voters to other regions, especially in my strongholds, made it impossible for voters to cast their ballots. Hii inasikitisha sana. Watu wamerauka, mtu anapiga kura kituo kimoja, mfano ni Shimolatewa pale Mtomondoni, for almost 4 times since 2002, anapiga kura pale mpaka leo, na kufika pale anaambiwa kura yake iko Wajir. That's stupidity of the highest order. Hizi schemes zilitufail. Na sasa the problem is, ukionekana you are registered na kura yako is not from that area, there's no use of us going manually. Kwa sababu tushaonesha tayari kwa system kura yako haiko hapo. Na hiyo ilikuwa targeted to my people. Reports from various polling centers, i.e. Mtomondoni schools and the chief camp, recorded cases of double ballot paper being issued to voters. An IEBC clerk was arrested in connection to the election fraud and was swiftly escorted to the local police stations where she was later released. These goons installed by my competitor in IEBC facilitated the massive fraud. The IEBC system reported low voters turnout of 40% and even lower percentage of casted ballot, yet the situation on the ground was totally opposite. ODM implants in IEBC were assisting voters by making their selection for them without agents being present, forcing an uproar with multiple agents in some polling station. Utaona system all over the country inasema watu wa turnout was around 40%. But sote tunajua the behavior of Kilifi South constituency ikifika wakati wa kupiga kura inakuwa very high. Usually be around 70%. Sasa ukiangalia na yale matokeo anaanza kuyatoa, mtu amechukua 40%. Just imagine, let's say kwa chief kuna kura 12,000. Streams ziko 18. Ikakuwa gawanya, each stream ziko na around 680 votes. Mtu akaigawanya ile 680, akaidivide by 2. Akachukua 40% of ile 680 na kuja kwa around 200 and something. Alafu akaidivide by 2, yaka akachukua ile 120 something, alafu zile zingine akazigawanya to other candidates. Yaani umefanya hisabu ya kizuzu. Hawezi kuniambia inakuwa easy all streams zipig the same number of votes. Lazima streams zingine katika 680 zingine zitafika 500, zingine zitafika 600 ambao wamekuja kupiga kura, zingine zitashuka chini mpaka to 20 or 40 or even 50. Lakini unawezeka, ndio kama nilivyosema, algorithmic sequence imetumika hapa to balance these voters, to balance these votes casted. Jamani, ukikula na kipofu usimguse mkono. Nyinyi mmetuchukua mikono yetu mmeweka kando, mnataka kutulisha. A supposedly independent government institution has once again been hindered from executing its mandate by agents of state capture. Gross misconduct of IEBC officials and the facilitation of massive fraud and irregularity through rogue officers and political implants in the IEBC is enough reason for a resignation of Wafula Chebukati and his entire team. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. Sasa kama sisi vijana IEBC mnatufanyia hivi, serikali na tukubali sisi vijana tunadhulumika hivi, when do you expect hii system kubadilika? When? Hii ni masikitiko makubwa sana. We have our agents katika polling stations. We have our agents in every stream. Mwa frustrate, mnaleta sisi mati, the room is so crowded. Watu waingia agents in phrases, waingia watatu. Does that make sense? Wako wale wote wako pale kulinda kura za wale ambao wana represent. Sasa mkitaka kuweka in phases, alafu mnatumia police force kuhakikisha wale vijana ambao tumeweka pale as agents, mna intimidate wasiweze kuongea na kujitetea, wasiweze kusimama kulinda kura zetu. We might be young, we might not be having necessary resources, our pockets may not be running deep, but we are not stupid up here. Tuko na akili and tumejitolea. We all know hii journey ya siasa is not an easy one, but tukiona vijana tumeingia kisawasawa and we are using the right procedure, ni kuhakikisha we want change. Mr. Kenchonga, your evil ways will come to light, and when they do, you'll be facing your nightmares awake during daytime. Voters, intimidation, bribery, and the use of force, including brandishing your weapon in broad daylight, is a sign of weakness. That you dried up your cash reserves in around 100 million plus political discussion to pin me down clearly shows that my influence and impact in this constituency is larger than your bank account. The people didn't vote for you. IBC selected you. Your machination to alter my vote tallies to a distance fourth behind political greenhorns Job and Sophie Kombe conflict with the reality and hard facts presented at the grassroots level. You can't even celebrate your own win. You'll probably have to pay people to attend your celebration, because everyone, according to you, has a price tag. Even the voice of the people. Mheshimiwa Kenchonga, mimi nakwambia tena, you cannot defeat me, you will never defeat me, hata ufanye nini. Endelea kutumia pesa yako, because you have nothing else to do. You must protect your interest at all costs. Lakini wewe kufikia mahali utumie pesa zako kupitia kiasi almost 100 million plus kunipin mimi down, inaonesha live ya kuwa mimi nimeku overpower in every aspect na nimekushinda kisiasa. And it was not just you. It was Almas against the whole of ODM. Almas against the whole of PA. Almas against the whole of UDA. Kwa kweli Simba ilikuwa iko Kilifi South na lazima itanguruma, whether you like it or not. To my UDA competitor Joba, it was a good race. We are still young and able-bodied men who can bring the desired change in Kilifi South and the entire Kilifi County as a whole. Remain steadfast in prayers with pivotal belief that tough times don't last, but tough people do. I urge all my supporters to remain calm. The Almighty will deliver us from this injustice, and your prayers will be heard. Freedom is coming with Simba Almas.
Freedom is coming.
Aluta continue. Ndugu zangu wakazi wa Kilifi South, mimi nawaomba kama nilivyokuja kuomba kura zenu kwa unyenyekevu, na sasa nawaomba kwa unyenyekevu mdumishe amani, mtulie, msipige mtu mawe, msiharibu siku, msiharibu usalama wa nchi. Kwa sababu lengo letu ni kuweka usalama ndio turegeshe biashara. Lengo letu ni tuweke usalama, turegeshe investment. We need that peace at all cost. COVID imetuumiza mpaka hapa tulipofika. Si ndio? Na hii mambo ya insecurity itatuumiza zaidi, economy itazidi kwenda chini. Mimi sitaki mulale njaa, sitaki muteseke. Lakini tunataka amani, tunataka mabadiliko, and we are going to stand with whatever we believe in. And we believe that the people have made a choice. And I, as the member of parliament in Kilifi South, nitasimama bila kurudi nyuma. I will fight for the right of my people. Walichagua mimi niwe their voice, and I'm going to be their voice. Kwa hiyo tuweni kwa upole, tutulieni, tunafuata njia ya sheria. And ikiwa tuta lose belief na sheria, we will see what we can do.